further!
You're mine! I can carve through
Daryl, you're on!
Now we're not.
This one's mine! Where are you going?
He'll find us next week!
Take this!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my blood to accomplish this!
You picked the wrong fight!
Resurrection! Far enough!
Stay away from my friend!
This one's
Dragon
mine!
form!
Hurricane
Red!
Explosive ring!
Burning strike!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
I'll leave it to you!
Shattering the... I'll take you all on! Ha! Flares and Malisa! I'm going to need to use all... The power of my to accomplish this!
You're mine!
Sonic thrust!
Waters of creation!
You're on! Dragon form! Sonic thrust! I can carve through armor!
Let me show you what my art can
This
do.
one's mine!
Freaking does it!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing art to accomplish
Take
this.
this!
Now you're getting serious?
Ignite!
There are
Let
springs
the
left.
marksman handle
There
this.
you go! There!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea. Far enough!
What's this?
Hurricane strike! Here, let me
Power
in.
strike!
First aid!
Thunder strike! Be still! Rising token!
Now
I'm in the groove!
Hurricane strike!
I'm on it! Ready? I have no limits!
Don't
Demon
move!
Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Will this help?
No! Can't end here!
Come on! I'll bring
See
you
what
back
happened
to
there as
full
you
on
crossed Pearson? Shouldn't have done that.
Flying
I'm
power!
on it!
Now
Now tear you apart!
Discharge!
I'm on a roll now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
By the power of
Dragon shell!
Make it rain!
Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
I can handle
Tornado
it!
Alpha!
How about
I can't heal you forever!
discharge?
Demon Fang!
Amazing.
Lightning!
Hurricane strike!
Demon Fang!
Denied!
Destruction! Carve through armor!
Healing circle!
Not today!
Watch and weep!
So much for sitting this right out. That wouldn't be a complaint.
No,
Devastation!
Standing form!
No further! Rising Wyvern! Talon Storm! Rising Wyvern!
Here!
These fists have got your name on
Here
them.
I come! First strike!
Lightning steel!
Devastation!
Here's the evil!
Raise it!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll tear you
Be
apart!
still! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've used a bit too much healing.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Here I come! Magna Ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Get behind me!
Yours should be let free!
Here's the healing
Denied.
art! Lightning orb!
Ignite!
Illuminate
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better. Can't get out of this! Hurricane Thrust!
Tiger blade!
Celestial! Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Rising Wyvern!
Lightning orb! The waters of creation!
Lightning strike!
If it's in the line!
Make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Rising Wyvern!
Here we go!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This'll make us even more formidable.
I won't forgive you!
All mine.
The flame of corruption!
You picked the wrong fight.
I
can carve through
Powered up! Waterfall! Those fire fingers are a real pain in the butt! Go for the weak point! I'm here all day!
In here! Get
Freeze Lancer! Inferno Cluster! I'm ready to go! Get on way together!
Inferno
I'm all
turret!
stuffed up!
Try harder!
Gemini Aqua! Nail Strike! Now what this? It's weakened!
This ends now!
Armor won't save you!
Meteor!
You picked the wrong fight!
Don't mind if I do!
No further!
This one's mine!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Rising Wyvern!
Yes, ma'am.
Eagle Fly!
Rising Falcon!
I'll finish you here now!
One more!
Radiant
Hurricane!
Rising Wyvern!
Hurricane Flame!
Rising... Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Rising Wyvern!
Lunar Corruption!
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that!
Far enough!
Watch it! I'll heal you all!
Watch it! Double D! Prepare to be seen!
Appreciate the help.
Now I'm real mad.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Not in your dreams! By the power of flame!
No further!
Get it work!
Demon Fang!
Blow away!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Now I'm in the groove!
Not today!
Here,
Here you are!
Demon Fang! Double Demon
Give
Fang!
up the pressure!
Destruction! Now or never.
Eagle of
I
Too
never
shy
miss.
to come over!
Now,
Here!
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
By the power
Dragon
of
Swarm!
flame!
Armor won't save you!
Thunder! Lightning Thrust! Wyvern!
I'll tear you apart! How about this? Flaming meteor! Solid hurricane!
This is looking good.
Going in!
Demon Fang!
Inferno! Eagle Assault! I'm going
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane Strike! Lightning Strike!
Okay, here I
Arc Seal!
Super
Take
Slinger!
it! River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Step back! This one's all law!
Gotta break
Not
through!
until you
By
won't.
me.
The waters of creation. I can't hold on much longer.
This one's mine!
Don't worry!
I got
Sleep now.
Burn up!
Flameless Fury! More for the
Burning
Starfire!
Let's try harder!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
These sound like a job for yours truly.
No complaints here!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malachor!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the
Save you!
Starfire!
If it's in this
Die
machine,
on
this!
Holy
Flaming meteor!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Hi, Hoodle!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here's Rising Cascade!
Rising Wyvern! Strike!
Here's Hydra!
Rising Falcon! Aim for the weak spot!
Leave the forces to me!
Rising Wyvern!
I never miss! Tunnel!
Make it rain!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Take it!
Not by a long shot!
Devastation!
Here's
Burn up!
Maelstrom! Freeze Laser!
Going in!
You're mine!
Ready and hurricane strike! Appreciate the help! Laser blow!
A whirling struggle! Winds of
Take it! Rising Wyvern!
Magic
Double Demon Fang!
Piercing
now!
now!
Freeze Laser! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing art!
Double Demon Fang!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malachor!
Double Demon Fang! Not today!
I'm on it! I'll smash you!
Here goes!
Don't mind if I do!
You're mine!
No further! I'm on it! Let's tear him up!
Blew away!
Demon
Fang!
Explosion! It's
Burn
weakened!
up!
It ends
Bring
now!
you down!
I'm not getting
Eternal devastation!
Lunar corruption!
Take this!
Double Demon Fang!
Take
Destruction! Eternal devastation! Burn in hell!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to start. Time to shine!
Do it!
Bang Bolero! Gion!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Little help!
Double Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art!
I'll tear you apart! together!
The real light is do.
Can't get out of this!
I'm on a roll now!
Not today!
Take this!
Far enough!
Healing
I'll
circle.
smash you! Now I'm in it!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Flame! Vanish without a trace!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Rongo!
Nice ball.
That'll bring you down!
Dragon Sword! Sword!
Outstanding form.
You picked the wrong fight!
Anything in
Now
number
you're
is
gonna
all mine.
tick me off!
Look sharp! I can carve through! I'm on a roll now!
Raining Slash! Crush!
Blizzard
Eat
blow!
this! In a bind?
Hear me!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Coming through!
Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! You're mine! Go through! Lunar Rongo!
What a tear him up!
Dragon! Sword Rain Alpha! An astral arm?
See what
That's
happened
my
there?
cue.
You crossed me. Shouldn't have
Shut
done
him
that.
down! The flame
won't
inside
save
is
you.
yours to be let free!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone hanging in there?
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinewell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinewell, you're gonna...
Rinewell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinewell? Rinewell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinewell.
I'm sorry. I really, really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.